The college football playoff has one glaring problem. If you've been scrolling through social media lately, you've probably seen something a bit strange: 2025 preseason college football rankings. Yes, you read that right. In the middle of the 2024 season, some folks are already predicting the top teams for 2025. While Ohio State and Notre Dame are still playing in the college football playoff, CFP. Talk about jumping the gun. But the real issue here isn't the rankings. It's how the college football playoff has become awkwardly stretched into January, causing a big scheduling problem for the sport. A season that won't end. The beauty of college football, for many fans, has always been its natural endpoint, New Year's Day. Picture it, fans bundled up in cold weather, waiting for the Rose Bowl or Sugar Bowl to kick off as a tradition. But today, not so much. With the college football playoff extending well into January, fans are left watching football games while contemplating next year's rankings before the current season is even finished. This wasn't always the case. Back in the day, the bowls wrapped up by New Year's Day, and everything seemed right with the world. Then came the Bowl Championship Series, BCS, pushing the title game into early January. Things evolved further with the 4-team CFP, which kicked off national championship games by the second week of January. But now, things are getting, well, a little too comfortable into January, almost to the point where we've lost track of where this season even ends. Oh, and let's not forget the NFL, which has gladly taken over the Mondays that once belonged to college football's national title games. The balancing act of college football. Here's where it gets complicated. The CFP, with its expanded 12-team format, crams a lot of football into the calendar. The result? 4 weeks of playoff games jammed into the busiest month for sports. College football now has to balance 4 massive forces. The academic calendar, that little thing called school? Extending the season to accommodate more playoff games impacts everything from class schedules to the players' overall academic experience. The holidays, college football teams can't just steamroll through December and skip over Christmas. And yet, the Holiday Bowl season still tries to sneak in there, despite its own holiday clash. Tradition. Who doesn't love the New Year's Day Bowls? But now they have to coexist with the CFP, creating an awkward overlap. The NFL, the NFL, which just seems to keep growing. As the NFL's postseason extends into January, college football struggles to claim its share of weekends. Individually, these elements are manageable, but together, they create a scheduling mess. Can college football fix this? The solution isn't an easy one. In the face of all this, college football can't just ignore the fact that its playoff is now awkwardly stretched over weeks that include key NFL games and disrupt everything from academics to traditions. So, what can be done to fix the problem? First off, let's look at the options. Start the season earlier, sure. Why not? But this might clash with rivalry games like Thanksgiving weekend matchups. College football lives for those classic games. Shrink the season. We could eliminate the conference championship games. But that comes with some serious revenue issues. And who wants to mess with that? Start the playoff earlier. Imagine starting the playoff during the Army-Navy game weekend in December. It's bold, but it would require some serious changes and buy-in from the big leagues. The other choice? Keep the status quo. But the way things are now, the postseason feels stretched too thin. And college football risks losing the excitement it's known for. The bottom line, no matter what, change is coming. The current college football season has had incredible moments and some of the most thrilling games of the year. And it deserves a proper finish. By finding a balance between tradition, academics, and, of course, keeping a strong competitive season, college football can end the year with the kind of excitement it once had on New Year's Day. Until then, maybe we can stop talking about 2025 before we even finish 2024. After all, we deserve to enjoy the current season before we start obsessing about the next one. Right?